If you're a new Pokemon collector, you've probably wondered which language a Pokemon card is better to collect. English, Japanese, and what if I told you there's another third option that you've probably never heard about? This is a super common question I get from beginners all the time. So in this video, we're gonna break down the 4 most important things you wanna pay attention to when deciding what language you wanna collect. Let's get it. If you've been in the collecting space for a little while, you already know that Pokemon cards are in a massive bull run market. The prices are just absolutely astronomical right now. But that's just for English cards. And this is the first thing you wanna consider when you're picking language. Japanese cards are way less expensive than English cards. You're getting the exact same artwork. Often the texturing and the quality on the higher end cards is much better. The coloring is often better, and it's significantly cheaper. But why is that? English has what's called the hype tax. English is the most popular, it's the most talked about, so it's the most sought after, meaning the demand is higher, which increases the price. Japanese cards are printed first and in much higher quantities, and they're made for a collecting market, not a flipping market. Pull rates are also much higher in Japanese packs. So with Japanese cards, there's more supply, there's less hype, they're easier to pull, which all leads to the prices of them being low. The next piece I want to talk about is quality. English cards are printed in different facilities than Japanese cards, and quality control is often much worse. That's why when you're looking at graded cards, English graded 10s are much more expensive than Japanese graded 10s. That quality is way worse in English, so it's harder to get a 10. There's way less of a supply. All right, let's pull out the English card first. First thing I want you to notice is the texture on this English card. So what I mean by texture is when I hit the light right, you see those lines? There's a pattern here behind this Aerodactyl. You can see like the lines going out and the lines going out here. That's the texture. And the other thing I want you to notice is the centering of this card. So where the actual art is in comparison to these silver borders. English centering is always way worse than Japanese. So you're gonna notice right away, my English Rainbow Aerodactyl here, centering is off. This side is definitely heavy. Now let's flip to the back and you'll see the same exact thing. It's way more obvious in the backs of English cards because of the hard cutoff between the dark blue and the light blue here. You're gonna notice right away, this side is again much heavier than this side. Now let's flip over to the Japanese card. Immediately, what do you notice about that texture? It is so much more vibrant on this Japanese card than it was on the English. Let's do a comparison here. We've got the English one on the left. Look at the difference. It's really hard to capture this on camera, but I promise you in person, it's even more of a difference than you see right here. Now let's look at the backs of the Japanese too. You see why centering is so much easier on Japanese? Because you don't have that hard cutoff like you do in the English card. And the centering on the front, much better on this card. Quality is just better on Japanese cards. And I know the question on your mind, why is that? English cards prioritize production speed, where Japanese cards prioritize quality. So if we're looking purely at quality, Japanese wins every single time. I want to change this up a little bit, and I want to talk about the opening experience for cards. So in a second, we're going to do a live example of this, but first I just want to outline what is in an English Pokemon pack and what's in a Japanese Pokemon pack, because it's different. When you're opening an English Pokemon pack, you have 11 cards in the pack. In English sets, hit rates vary per set, but on average for the Mega Evolutions era, you have a 1 in 9 chance of pulling an Illustrator rare, a 1 in 39 chance of pulling a Mega Attack rare, and a 1 in 91 chance of pulling a Special Illustration rare. So the odds of pulling a good card in an English pack are very low. But now with Japanese cards, there's actually 2 different types of packs. There's your regular set pack, which has 5 cards in every single pack. And in every pack, you're guaranteed a special rare or a special attack rare. And the special rare is equivalent to full art rares in English. But there's also specialty sets in Japanese. With those, every pack has 10 cards. And every pack at minimum is gonna have an EX card in it. So with special sets, you're less likely to get high quality cards, but you're still guaranteed a hit in every single pack you open. So to demonstrate this, I've got 2 products, one in English, one in Japanese, both from the same set. Let's start by opening the English one here. And this is actually the second Ascended Heroes pack I've ever opened, so I'm kind of hyped about this. So for English packs, there's gonna be 11 cards. The code card we can ditch. We put the energy in front here. The energy's in the back. I like to put it in front so we reveal the energy first. You don't have to do that. It's just what I do. If you haven't watched my beginner's guide to opening packs video before, we'll walk through this really quick in English as well. So we get rid of the energy. The first couple cards are not going to be hits. There is a specific order to every single pack you open. It's going to be commons, then uncommons, and then you're going to hit a couple reverse hollows when you get to where the hits will be. So this is your first reverse slot. A hit could have been here. Obviously, we didn't get one. Second reverse slot. Hit could have been there. Obviously, we didn't get one. And that's the last place where a hit would be, the last card. So this is what we call in the Vax Cave a dead pack, which unfortunately is the typical English opening experience. Like I prefaced in the beginning of this video, English pull rates are so much harder than Japanese pull rates. Now let's flip the script here and let's open a pack of the Japanese version of this set, which did come out first. So we're gonna rip this box open. If you wanna see all these packs open, make sure to subscribe and pay attention to the shorts because we're gonna open the rest of these packs in our daily shorts. Just the opening experience of this box is really sick. So we're gonna open one of these packs, and this is a special set. So like we said, there's there's 10 cards in the pack. Normal sets in Japanese are going to have 5 cards. So the opening experience for Japanese quality is just so much, I don't know, it just feels so much better. So the hit's going to be in the back, I believe. I actually have never opened this set. So we get a holo. Still a chance for a hit. Another holo. We got a hit in here. Another hit. And then it's going to be nothing. 4 places where hits could be. We get 2 hits in 1 pack. That gets the point across pretty obviously. Opening Japanese cards, you're much more likely to get good cards. I'm excited to open the rest of these in shorts, so don't forget to subscribe and check out our daily shorts. Now let's bring it back to availability. This is where things get a little complicated because right now it seems like Japanese is a no-brainer. But if you're in the US and you're looking to collect English cards versus Japanese cards, English cards, everything is just so simple. They're easy to find, they're easy to trade, they're easy to sell. It's just a much easier choice for a casual collector because you can find them at your Targets and your Walmarts. Well, maybe you can't right now, but they stock them there. So for a beginner, English may make more sense because it's simpler. But what if I told you that there's real Pokemon cards, 100% printed by the Pokemon Company, that have that premium feel of Japanese quality, but looks like this? This is a simplified Chinese card. They're often referred to as S-Chinese Pokemon cards, and they're official Pokemon cards printed for the Chinese market. They're not proxies, they're not fakes, they're not reprints. They're licensed real Pokemon TCG products. They're printed using 100% Japanese standards, but they have English backs, and they are so much more affordable than Japanese and English because people don't really know about it. And I mean, simply put, the hobby is really English and Japanese centric. So who may want to consider collecting these S-Chinese cards? It really comes down to the collector who just cares about the quality and the art. Really, anyone who's not collecting English cards and was thinking, I'll probably do Japanese because it's cheaper, but you don't really care about Japanese specifically either, you're gonna get that same premium feel for even less than a Japanese would cost you. Okay, so now that we have all the information, I'm gonna recap this really quick for you to make this decision easy. If you're looking to actually play the Pokemon TCG game, you wanna go with English cards. If you're brand new to collecting Pokemon, you probably wanna start with English too. If you're purely collecting for art and quality, but you also want a little long-term value, Japanese is probably better. And if you just want the most bang for your buck to grow your collection and have really good-looking, high-quality cards, S-Chinese all day. So I'm gonna leave you with this question. It's not necessarily Japanese versus English versus S-Chinese. The question you should be asking is, what kind of collector are you? And I'd love for you to share with me your thoughts, your questions. What kind of things do you like to collect? Let me know in the comments below. I try to respond to every single person down there. So please, if you got anything on your mind, drop it below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.